Hi, this is Nathan Crane for CookwareJunkies.com. Today we're going to be unboxing the DeLonghi BG45 electric skillet. This is a mid-price model compared to some of the other ones in the reviews. Let's see how it stacks up. The lid's got a good weight to it, and it's screwed in on the bottom, so that should give it a reasonable amount of longevity. The main body of the unit looks like it's all built in one. Medium weight, looks like it's got the one big loop of heater. And thermostat. One piece again. One piece again. Sits pretty solid with a medium length cord.
Good. Okay, we're back with results from our first test on the DeLonghi, and the first test involved us melting butter, sauteing vegetables, peppers, onions, mushrooms, all that good stuff. This electric skillet came in as one of our top tiers out of the 6. Did a very good job heating up, heated up very quickly, sauteed our vegetables pretty much like was one of the first ones done, and they looked great. So if you want to see more on the results from the test, you can go ahead and click the link for the full review, where you'll have some photos and stuff to see how well this one did stacked up to like 5 of the other top selling ones. So another thing to note on this one is the handles were nice and big. So because of that, they stay very cool, and it was very easy to empty out our vegetables onto our tray when we were done. Okay, we're back with the DeLonghi after the sear test. We got it here. Basically what we did on the sear test is we took the griddle, heated it up to about 400 degrees, which is its maximum temperature with the lid on, waited about 12 minutes for it to get to its maximum temperature, and then we threw on top sirloin on there for 3 minutes on one side, and then flipped it over, and that was kind of where we, kind of analyzed our initial sear test and how well it did searing. So the DeLonghi did pretty good, right towards the top of the pack on that first initial sear, and then we turned the heat down to about 300 to let it finish on the second side. The DeLonghi ended up taking probably twice as long, almost 3 times as long as our one that completed the soonest at that temperature of 300 degrees once we flipped it over. So basically what that ended up doing is, while it did have a nice crust on both sides from the sear that it got, it did kind of overcook right there on the the outside layer of the steak. So turned out to be pretty good.
We're back from our test of the DeLonghi electric skillet, and it falls in the top tier of our group. Set to 300, it produced a tasty pancake with good browning on both sides and a nice interior. Took a reasonable amount of time to heat up and a reasonable amount of time to cook. It was one of the best. And we're back with our review on the DeLonghi electric skillet, this time on the fish poaching test, and I'm afraid the DeLonghi takes the L on this one. It has a section on the thermostat between off and 200 that's just labeled as a box that we were very much hoping was a warm setting. It turns out no, below 200 it appears that it just shuts off and stays off. So it cannot maintain a temperature lower than 200, and considering the way the thermostat has looked on other tests, I don't know that it can maintain 200 as well. So ultimately it does not pass the fish test. Okay, it's been a long day of testing, and we're here with the final results. Here we have the DeLonghi. This is one of the best ones we've tested. It did great at sautéing vegetables. It made very good fries, although we had a little bit of trouble because the temperature of the oil didn't bounce back as well as I would have hoped. Other than that, it made great fries. We got a really good sear on the steak, probably the best of the lot. Although it took a little too long to cook it at the end. Absolutely love the design. The handles are the best of what we have here. They stayed nice and cool even when it was at the hottest temperature. It's easy to handle, it's easy to clean. Only downside on the Ergonomics, it has a short cord, so you have to be right up next to your power outlet or use an extension cord. It also might give you a little bit of trouble for tableside cooking. The only downside of the DeLonghi is it was absolutely terrible at the fish poaching. It does not work at low temperatures. So if that's something you need, you'll need to go to our other code champ. If you only want this for high temperatures, then the DeLonghi is probably your best value at $42.65.